Yo, we here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We on live. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but I'm back. But I'm back. But I'm back. But I'm back. Well needed break. You know what I'm saying? Well needed break, but I am back, y'all. I hope y'all are ready, cause I just hope y'all ready. Like for real, I just hope y'all ready. Cause I don't think y'all ready. I don't think y'all ready. Lionsgate portal just left. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring this light back up a little bit. So Lionsgate portal just left, right? So you know what that means? That means I got downloads. That means I got messages. That means I got stuff that has to be shared, right? So excuse me while I clear this board, because trust me, I've had some of the most synchronicities that I've had in a long time. Thank you so much, 504 Vegan. Right? So, you know, maybe TikTok not used to me being online after this week, but we gonna wait for these people to come in, and we gonna get it popping. We are going to get it popping. Period. We are going to get it popping. Make sure y'all go ahead and share this live, because this gonna be a good one. 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 So make sure y'all share this live. This gonna be a good one. Hope y'all ready. Waiting for about 20 people to get in here, and then we gonna get it started. I haven't done this in a week, and you know what I'm saying? My life is completely different without coming on here and teaching. For real, for real. For real, for real. But I'm almost done. I'm gonna have to turn on the air, y'all. I'm sorry. It's hot. But yeah, man, like, all right, we got 20 people in here. First of all, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm so grateful and glad to be back to talk to y'all. First of all, you already know this Lionsgate portal left. I didn't even give y'all a chance to, I wasn't even given a chance to, give everybody what they needed to know, but it is what it is, right? So, first of all, I want to say, it's almost like the day back after school, right? First of all, what I want to say is, this Lionsgate portal definitely, let me get my charger, definitely did some work on us. Lionsgate portal definitely did some work on us. And I just can't wait. This is going to get so deep and amazing. I can't wait. All right. So Lionsgate portal definitely did some work on us. Go ahead and leave a comment what Lionsgate did for y'all. But I'm going to tell y'all what downloads I've gotten from Lionsgate. And I'm so excited. Y'all don't understand. I'm so excited because, you know, I was really worried. I was like, dang, bro, I can't even be there to give them no warnings or nothing. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or even tell them, yo, bro, this is what's happening, right? But what's up, Sean? We back. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get it started. Right? So let's start off with August 8th, Lionsgate, right? Lionsgate. But you know what? The truth about it is, okay, hold on. Okay. So the truth about it is, though, Lionsgate was here prior to the Lionsgate day. Meaning, I saw Lionsgate in effect around July 23rd. Lionsgate was on deck. The energy was already starting. It was that transformation energy. It was that, you know, that energy of oh my gosh, oh my gosh, you know, you're being protected from stuff. And what I specifically got, mind you, I'm giving you my experience, right? And if my experience resonates with you, then for sure you know that we are on the same path, right? So around July 23rd, around that weekend, right, I saw the energies coming into play, right? So a lot of you guys may not know, but it's karma season. It's karma season, right? So It's almost like I always talk about sowing and reaping. It's karma season, meaning that from July 23rd to even still now, karma is being issued out. Karma is being issued out to whoever has done good, whoever has done bad. So if there were times previous within the past year that somebody has really did you dirty, like whatever situation is in your mind when you think about, oh, this person did me dirty, right? You will start to see that person receive their karma just as much as you will receive their karma, your karma, right? It can be good or bad. It doesn't have to be just bad. It can be good or bad, right? Thank you for the donation, right? So what I want to let you know is that there might have been situations that have stopped working out. There might have been situations that ended. There might have been friendships that ended. There might have been, relationships that ended. You could have moved from a different job. A lot of you guys got fired. The reason why is because you are being protected. You are being protected. For so long, you guys have been manifesting something, and you have to realize that, especially me, I understand alchemy. You have to understand that when you want something new in your life, you have to sacrifice something old. And this is called the law of equivalent exchange, right? And we're not even on August 8th yet. We on July 23rd, the moments leading up to Lionsgate Portal. And it's important for you to understand what I'm talking about, because in your life, you need to be able to break down what's going on in your life the same way that I'm breaking down this for you, right? Now, this doesn't have to be your reality, but what I'm saying is, listen to how I break down and pay attention to everything's around me, everything that is coming to play. And you have to do the same thing in your situation. Really take the time to reflect and be like, dang, that did happen to me because of this, right? So from July 23rd, the end of July, I was realizing, okay, these changes are ending, right? A massive awakening already started to happen. A massive awakening happened. People who you probably didn't think would be on that wave started to see things for themselves and awaken, right? So karma is happening. Awakening is happening. Also, you're seeing protection happening, endings and beginnings. The death card is a big thing for my Scorpios out there. The death card is a big thing. A lot of you guys are moving from one old situation to a new situation. And a lot of y'all may not understand why. Why, right? So we understand July 23rd, July was all about leaving these things. And, we're in a purging process of right now. We're in a purging process, and that purging process is not over. We're still purging these old beliefs, these old habits, these way of thinking, right? So leading up to August 8th came, right? Now everybody's tired. August 8th came, and everybody's tired. Why is everybody tired? Because the energy is so strong. And here's what I'm telling you right now. I truly feel everybody freaking shifted into a whole nother dimension. Like we raised frequencies or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, right? If you ain't feel tired, then it's not for you. You know what I'm saying? But when you really think about it, right? Frequency, movement, growth is very tiring, right? Moving frequencies, I can definitely understand that will be tiring, right? So what I realized is that, you couldn't judge yourself around that time of August 8th. You shouldn't have judged yourself if you didn't want to do anything, especially if you are an empath, right? You definitely felt this. Right? And you got to realize that when you are pulling the snake off of a skin, when it's shedding, you have to realize that is a painful process. So growth, rebirth, death, this is all a painful process, right? That energy that we was in was basically like hangman energy, right? So you got to think about, okay, what's the difference between like all these other situations? Why was I so tired, right? So basically, here's what I think. This is what I think, right? I feel the reason why we were so tired is because, first of all, we were being protected from something, right? And when you are being protected from something, the universe is going to do certain things to keep you away from that energy, right? So for me, right, I'm a person that loves to work, that loves to do things, that loves to, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I could not get up. It was like I was in a haze. And I couldn't get up. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta sometimes you just gotta rest. And here's what I truly believe the reason why everybody was exhausted. I believe the reason why you exhausted was because, of course, growth, change in frequency, to heighten, you know what I'm saying? But two, I feel like the reason why is because you had to rest before this new phase of your life enters your life, right? And make sure y'all share this live if it's helping y'all, right? You had to rest before this new phase of your life enters, right? And in that period of you being exhausted was the time where you were by yourself and you were able to sit there and think. You were able to reflect, right? And that's the thing. When the universe doesn't see that you're reflecting or doesn't see that you're receiving its messages, it's going to put you in a position where all you can do is sit down because maybe you got into a car accident. Maybe you're by yourself now. All you can do is sit there and listen to the universe. I like these glasses. Thank you. Right? And the thing about it is you have to realize like, okay, cool. What is happening right now? Like, if I'm so tired right now, then that means I should rest. That means my body needs to rest. Okay, but I haven't done anything. Why am I so tired? Okay, energy can tire you out. Energy can tire you out, truly and honestly, right? So, I didn't judge myself. So many times I tried to get up and the universe will be like, no, sit down. When you try to be like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to give it my all. You get to tomorrow, you do what you got to do, but the next day it feels back to where you was at. And the reason why is because it wasn't time for you to get up yet. Thank you so much. It wasn't time for you to get up yet. So what that means is, okay, so if it's not time for me to get up, what is it that I need to see? Because that's what the hangman is. The hangman energy is allowing yourself to be there and to see what it needs to be seen. Because a lot of times the reason why you're still there is because they're trying to get you to change perspective. You won't leave until you change perspective, right? And a lot of you guys, the perspective was a lot of y'all had thoughts about money that wasn't serving y'all. A lot of y'all had thoughts about relationships and friendships that wasn't serving y'all. A lot of y'all had habits that weren't serving y'all. A lot of y'all wasn't, didn't have friends around you that weren't serving you. And it took this time for you to really realize, oh, you know what? Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do that, right? And the thing about it is you got to realize that it's reflection. It's reflection. It's reflection, right? So throughout this time, I was definitely tired. I went to one of my friends' house, and one of my friends showed me a video that was very awakening to me. And it was industry stuff, music industry videos, you know what I'm saying? Like conspiracy type stuff. And I watched it and it blew my mind because it made things real for me, right? So for example, and this is, and I want you to listen to this, not because it's my story, but because you need to understand how the universe is going to communicate with you, right? You need to understand how the universe is going to communicate with you. If you don't believe me, then leave, right? But for the people that understand what I'm talking about, because this is for a select few of people, understand what I'm about to tell you is how the universe communicates, right? So I go to my friend's house, right? First of all, my friend says, my friend said, yo, I knew you were going to come. I knew you were going to call me. All right, cool. So that's the first way. I knew, okay, I was supposed to be here because the universe sent this message to this other person, preparing them for my appearance, right? So I went over there. He showed me the video that blew my mind, that awakened me, right? And it made me realize, oh my gosh, okay, my manifestations has some darkness to it, right? And what I mean by that is, say you want to be a model. You understand that the model industry has some darkness to it, right? Cool. That's fair, right? You start to see the truth of things behind the doors and it makes you rethink things, right? So when you start to get bits of truth, right? A lot of y'all awaken. Especially over this week, or had even more urges to understand more things about the world, right? And what I want to let y'all know is when you first awaken, yes, it is very depressing. Yes, it is very depressing. And I'm going to tell you why it's depressing, because everything that you thought you knew was never true. Everything that you had, you glorified, everything that you idolized was actually bad for you, right? So you've had this awakening and now you're like, bro, now you're disassociated. Now you're like, bro, I don't even want to be a part of this. I don't even want to work. It's crazy because everybody can feel that something is happening. It's crazy that everybody can feel that something is about to happen, right? Listen, if there are haters in the comment, the best way to deal with that is to not focus on that. right? Focus on what I'm talking about. If you see a hater, put an evil eye comment in the link, in the comments, right? That's the only way. Focus on what I'm talking about, because this is real shit. Okay, cool. So when you awaken, you start to realize, like, you start to disassociate, right? And the reason why is because I told y'all. I posted a video and I told y'all. I said, and this went viral everywhere, on Instagram, on Facebook. I said, when you open your third eye, it is scary. I prepared y'all for that. And the reason why I prepared y'all for that is because I understand the moment that you awaken, all the people that you looked up to, you realize that they're for the negative side, right? Then you start to see that all the food that you've been eating was never good for you. All the jobs you've been living were never good for you. All the things that you learned in school were never good for you, right? So you start to be like, bro, what am I going to do? I can't work this. I can't do that. And it becomes scary, right? But here's what I want you to know. Right? Do not let negativity in this time make you feel like you're weak, right? Because you're awakening. Do not let negativity at this time make you feel like you can't do nothing, right? Don't fall into the trap of, oh, they already did everything. We too far gone. Don't fall into that trap. I know a lot of you guys are afraid. And the reason why is because you don't know what's happening, right? But let me tell you, I've been in this spiritual world for a long time to know you gotta have, exactly, the church wasn't good for you. So you learn about that and you're like, dang, bruh, everything I once knew wasn't good for me, right? But here's what I want to tell y'all, right? I've been in this spirituality stuff for a long time. And it was scary because the friends that you thought were for you don't really understand you, right? The friends that you thought were for you never really was for you, right? And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't let this negativity, don't let the darkness make you feel like it overshadows the light, because it really don't. They want you to believe that. They want you to think that, oh my God, there's so much more darkness than there is light. When that's not true. Right? And make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and YouTube, because I post all these lives on there, right? The truth of the matter is they want to scare you because they eat off of your fear, right? They eat off of your fear. So because they eat off of your fear, they have to get you scared. They have to make you feel like, oh my gosh, this is more than I can beat. This is more than I can do. I can't, because they want you to be afraid, right? Who's they? The negative energy, right? The negative energy, the agents, all of those people, right? So when you realize, oh my gosh, like this is so much darkness, right? When you start to see that, you got to realize, oh my God, the veil is getting soon. Like, it's getting thin. If I can see, like, listen, bro, if you can see where the matrix is messing up at, that means they're fucking up. Right? This is the first time ever in life that people have been so awakened. When did y'all think that spirituality would actually become almost as big as Christianity, right? And the reason why is because people are awakening now. People are unplugging themselves from the matrix. How come now all of a sudden everybody is like, yo, I don't want to work a job. I don't want to work a job. Because they understand what a job is supposed to do. Everything is programming. Everybody's starting to understand, oh my God, it's radio programming. It's TV programming. Even when you go to church, they give you the paper. They say, hey, here's the program. Right? Bruh, why is everything called a program? Right? For the first time ever, people are starting to question things, right? People are starting to actually ask, like, yo, is this actually for me? Am I supposed to be doing this? People are now understanding self-healing. People are now understanding gratitude. People are now understanding meditation, manifestation. 10 years ago, manifestation was not a big thing. But now everybody and their mama have read Think and Grow Rich. Y'all need to understand, just as much as you may think, oh my God, darkness is overtaking. Look at how many people are awakening. They don't want you to know how powerful our movement really is. They don't want you to know how powerful our movement really is. But our movement is very powerful. They don't want you to know how much power you got, right? Because here's the truth. They eat off of your energy, right? They need your fear to survive. Why is everybody going to space? Because you got to realize, exactly, you cannot fight light without dark. And y'all have to also understand that this is only one plane of existence, right? So don't be like, oh my God, it's more darkness than there is light. There wouldn't be us chasing lightness or fighting for lightness if there wasn't darkness, right? You got to understand, exactly, the world runs off of scarcity, bro. So you got to understand, they're going to try to make you feel like this is overpowering or it's not enough of this, right? Because it's all marketing. Marketing is all they know. Marketing is all they know. If you want to join my spiritual Discord, follow me on Instagram and DM me. I will give you the group chat link, right? So you got to understand, bro. Oh my God, this whole time they've been trying to program me, right? And y'all got to think about it, right? So there are secret societies, right? There are secret societies, right? They don't want you to know ancient Egypt is where all history and spirituality can come from, right? And here's the thing about it. For my, you know what I'm saying, for my people, you know what I'm saying, that believe in the book or whatever, y'all have to understand that the higher people, the higher elites, they are Freemasons, right? Or secret societies or whatever. And these Freemasons study ancient Egyptian history in order to do their rituals and things like that, right? So think about it. They're teaching you this book, but they're studying ancient Egypt. And y'all gotta realize that, bro, like, everything is manipulative. Everything is manipulative. Like, you don't gotta believe what I say, but at least question what you believe in, right? Because before I believe what I believe, I question everything, right? But here's the thing, that book, that group, right? They don't want you to question everything. They tell you don't question God. They tell you don't question this, don't question that, right? So you got to understand that. You got to understand that. So you got to find things for yourself. You guys got to find things for yourself, truly and honestly, right? Don't just believe everything you hear off the internet, right? Like, you don't, even then, like, I'm not telling you what I'm telling you so you can go and believe it. I'm telling you what I'm telling you so you can listen to what I'm saying and then go research it and see what resonates with you. Right? You got to be curious. Cats and kids are curious, and they are some of the most spiritual beings ever. Why? Because curiosity is what gets you to those awakenings. Curiosity is what gets you to those epiphanies, right? Because when you're meditating and you're curious and you're asking yourself, why did I do that? Why did I do this? It's the question. It's the question that leads you to the answer. This is why XXXTentacion album was called question mark, because everything starts with a question. Everything starts with a question, right? I bet y'all ain't even know that they just passed a bill to allow cremated people. Listen, they just passed a bill, from the Senate or whatever, Senate bill. They just passed a bill to be able to cremate people and use that as fertilizer for our food. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about that, bro. Like, question everything and really think about what's going on, right? So with this Lionsgate portal, y'all need to be ready to detach. Y'all need to be ready to let go. Y'all need to be ready to you know what I'm saying, to not be so connected to physical things, because y'all need to know, and look it up. Look it up. If you don't believe in me, just look it up. Just look it up, right? You know what I'm saying? So you need to understand, bro, like, okay, cool. A shift is happening. Awakening is happening. Something is happening. Something is happening, right? So prepare yourself for that. And y'all have to understand at this time, like, please watch Matrix. Watch Matrix and watch Lovecraft Country. Because at this time right now, they truly are trying their hardest to get into you, right? They truly are trying their hardest to get into you. And the reason why they're trying their hardest to get into you is because everybody is awakening. If everybody is awakening and if everybody is raising to a certain frequency, the whole world is rising up to frequency. The whole world is rising up to frequency. Y'all have to realize that some of these beings can't, and when I say beings, I mean these extraterrestrial beings that are trying to control us. Some of these beings can't go past certain dimensions. Yes, the movie Matrix. And the reason why I'm telling you to watch the movie Matrix too is because y'all need to pay attention to y'all dream world. Y'all need to pay attention to y'all dream world, because in Matrix, Neo is a character inside of the dream world, and he's unlocking all these abilities. He's showing you the truth. He's showing you the codes. He's showing you all these games. Like, this is a freaking game, bro. This is a game. This is a game, bro. And here's what I want to tell y'all. If y'all ever get anxiety or scared about how difficult stuff is right now, think about it like this. This is just a video game where they are testing us to see if if we're going to be solid, right? So think about it like this. Think about the higher power, the creator or whatever, is putting you on this level, and it's like, okay, there's evil and there's good. If this whole life they stay good, then we're going to let them go to the next level of consciousness. Think about it, right? And it's proven that ancient Egypt actually provided tests to their people of the mystery school, because the mystery school will basically be a school where they would teach you all the ancient secret knowledge. But the only way that you could become a part of this ancient secret school was to take the test of your morals, right? Because if your morals are not positive, right? If your morals are not positive, then you cannot, right? So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Your morals are definitely important right now. Your morals are definitely important right now. What you do, like, right now is not the time to be trying to seek revenge. Right now is not the time to be trying to get back at somebody. Right now is not the time to even argue with anybody. You need to keep all of your energy to yourself. If you're going on Instagram and you're feeling sad, listen to your body. If you're going here or hanging with this person and it doesn't make you feel good, listen to your body, because you have just awakened. You've awakened, right? So if you've awakened, then you know, okay, if you've awakened, then that means you're more sensitive to frequency. You're more sensitive to energy. And make sure y'all go ahead and follow me on Instagram, subscribe to me on YouTube, and check out my crystal shop, link in the bio, right? So if you have just awakened, you become more sensitive to energy. A lot of people don't understand me. You want me to tell you why a lot of people don't understand me? And I'm about to tell you why a lot of people are not going to understand you, right? So the reason why a lot of people are not going to understand you is because, first of all, you become more aware of energy. Now, because you become more aware of energy, you become more sensitive to it, right? So people will do things and not understand why it hurts you, but the reason why it hurts you is because you can see why they did that from the root, right? So somebody could literally call you out your name, right? And they'll be like, you know what, my bad, I was just angry. But you will get so hurt and so upset because you understand, you know what, bruh? You said that and you was angry, but that's what you meant. That's what you meant, and that's what you've been feeling. And that hurts you to the core. Because the moment that you open your heart up to be, because you know, being spiritual, you heal yourself. And by you healing yourself, you literally open your heart chakra up to people, right? So that's why it's important for people who are spiritual to have the strongest boundaries. People be wondering why spiritual people be snapping so fast. And the reason why is because spiritual people are like glass vases, right? Think about if you were a glass vase in a museum. The security will cover you so hard because you are fragile. The reason why you are fragile is because you are a soul, you are a spirit, you are an empath. So you feel people's energy, right? You feel those people's energy. But here's the thing. When you start to awaken, now it is your choice and your responsibility to protect yourself accordingly, right? Go get you an evil eye. Go get you an evil eye. Go get you an evil eye, right? This is the reason why I say this, bruh. Because your energy is more susceptible. Because you are more aware of things, it makes you aware. It makes you sensitive to that, right? So what I mean by that is, okay, cool. So before you knew meat was bad for you, you would eat it, nothing would happen, right? Now that you knew meat was bad for you, now when you eat it, it makes you sick. It makes you feel weird. You're like, oh, this is feeling more and more like this is feeling more and more like meat now. This is because you're aware. When you become, that's why they say ignorance is bliss. The reason why ignorance is bliss, because what you don't know won't hurt you, right? But what you do know takes an even bigger toll, right? When you hit somebody, when you was a kid and you hit somebody, you just like, I'm just gonna hit them. But now that you know the consequence and the karmic that comes from hitting somebody, you are going to feel it 10 times more. And that's the truth, y'all. That's the truth. Let me show y'all something. That's the truth, y'all. And I'm gonna keep putting y'all onto game, because that's a fact. Y'all have to realize that the more awakened you get, the more alone you're gonna be. The more awakened you get, I'm telling you, more people are gonna disagree with you. The more awakened you get, the more people the more people that you start to see want to hate on you, right? And what you gotta realize too is, right, when you are on a positive route, negativity is going to follow. Negativity is going to follow, right? If you are seeing negativity in the comments, just put an evil eye. Just put an evil eye. Don't reply to their negative comments. Don't worry about it, right? So negativity is always going to follow. But here's what you do when negative people come into your life or negative situations, right? So there's a thing called transmutation. Love you too. There's a thing called transmutation, right? So I'm not taking negative comments any kind of way, right? Because I'm taking that negative energy and transmuting it to positivity. Take the negative energy that they send to you. Take the negative people that want to come to you, right? Take the energy and transmute it to positivity. That's what alchemy is. That's what alchemy is. The law of equivalent exchange. Take the negative energy and turn it to gold. Turn it from dirt to gold, right? Now, let me show y'all stuff, right? So, for all my people that don't understand, right? Because I want to show y'all some stuff, right? So, for all my people who lucid dream, for my lucid dreamers, for my astral travelers, y'all probably were having crazy dreams at this time, bro. I literally had a dream that somebody was, like, I was in a car and somebody drove me into the ocean. Tell me why I literally woke up, right, and decided to watch conspiracy videos, and it was Billie Eilish in her music video driving into the ocean. I was like, ain't no way. I looked at the video and I was like, yo, this looks exactly like my dream. I just woke up I'm still in bed. I just woke up from the dream, and I literally put my phone on YouTube and watched that video, and it literally would. And what y'all need to understand is, these astral realms, don't think that, oh, they only try to attack me they try to attack you on astral realms too. They try to attack you for astral realms. Now, for all my people that is trying to astral project or lucid dream more, I have a beautiful crystal that y'all can get, right? So this crystal is called Caribbean calcite, right? Because I want to put y'all on. This crystal is called Caribbean calcite. Very rare crystal. This crystal, you put this by your bed, under your pillow, and you go ahead and it will help you with that energy of traveling. Right? So these are some crystals called Caribbean calcite, right? Click the link in my bio, right? And click crystal shop, right? Period. Right? So, listen, bro. One thing I realized, right? People have so much, to say, but like, one thing I realized is, like I said, I go as far as I can to protect myself. Period. I go as far as I can to protect myself. Right? So, the things that I wear to protect myself, right? The things that I wear are evil eyes. I wear black tourmaline, right? What else do I wear? I wear mica. I have a crystal called mica with black tourmaline, right? Because what y'all gotta understand is, I'm following my ancestors' teaching. Just like the whole world is following their teachings, right? But nobody wants to give them the credit. Ancient Egyptian teachings, period, right? And the thing about it is, people always want to say, oh my God, this and that about crystals. But like, bro, your phone, your watch, your TV, your radios all have crystal in it. They all have crystal in it, right? So, Caribbean calcite. Listen, last time I put these crystals up on my website, they sold out very fast. Right? So Caribbean calcite is really good for lucid dreaming. It's really good for psychic abilities. This is literally the crystal for your third eye, for that chakra, that third eye and that crown chakra that leads you to traveling, right? So this next we have the chocolate palms. The chocolate palms are literally for protection. Black and brown, when it comes to the colors of black, so let me tell you something. When you see certain colors of crystals are for certain things, right? So when you see blue crystals, they're most likely going to be for your throat chakra, right? When you see black crystals, they're most likely going to be for protection. The reason why is because black crystals, they take the negative energy and they transmute it, right? So in ancient Egypt, their favorite crystals was lapis and quartz, right? Lapis and quartz, right? So then we have moss agate. For anybody that I feel that's truly like trying to manifest wealth and abundance, right? Mind you, it's green too. You have to get either pyrite, green aventurine, or moss agate, right? All these crystals in the link in my bio. Oh, y'all selling me out. I don't have a lot of these. Every time I put these up, y'all literally selling me out, right? But listen, bro. If y'all support what I'm teaching y'all, if y'all appreciate what I'm teaching y'all, go ahead and just send some love, send some energy, send some positivity, right? So this is called chocolate palms. On my website, I have all the descriptions of what they help you with, right? Now, this next crystal is called sugar quartz. This is sugar quartz, right? You see that? You see inside of it? You can actually see inside of it. Hold on. This is called sugar quartz. Right? And then we got orange calcite. I sold out of malachite. I told y'all, bro. Every time y'all be listen, y'all literally be like, yo, Sticks, you got that crystal? I be like, I already sold out. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. Go ahead and go get the crystals before they sell out. Period, right? And I'm about to read y'all what they do. Right? So you got moss agate, right? Also, I got if any of y'all know about On the Inside, I created a journal, right? I got a journal. And the reason why I put this on the journal is because On the Inside, the song is about manifesting. I say, in the beginning of the song, I say, have you ever manifested something and it came to reality, right? So that's why I put this on the journal. So if y'all want a new manifesting journal, y'all go ahead, click the link in the bio, check out the journal, right? So let me show you what these crystals do, all right? So Caribbean calcite, right? Such a beautiful crystal, for real, bro. It literally looks like the islands. Hold on. It literally looks like the islands. Why is light so bright? Dang! The light's so bright. It literally looks like the islands. Just say Caribbean calcite. All right, so Caribbean calcite tower is a mind activator. It helps one channel their own psychic abilities that aid one in elevating their consciousness, right? So it says keep this by your bedside to enhance perspective of your dreams, as well as additional power source to aid in lucid dreaming and astral travel. That's why I said for my astral travelers, for my lucid dream, yes, I do ship to Europe. For my astral travelers, for my lucid dreamers, that's a perfect crystal to get for you, right? Right. So then I got the orange calcite. When we die, I think we go to another frequency, right? So I only have 3 more left of these. The orange calcite. So it says orange calcite is a conduit between you and the spiritual realm. It creates a bond between you and the spirits around you. It will help you to overcome the darker aspects of life through mental fortitude and focus. This gemstone helps you to preserve through difficult aspects in your life while maintaining grace and hope. You will find orange calcite is the foundation of positive power you need to become a stronger person. So for Leos, this is for you, Leos. It stimulates your sacral chakra and leads you to fulfilling your spiritual beliefs and honoring your internal wisdom. This gemstone gives you a close radius of spiritual vision and enlightenment. envisionment and enlightenment, right? Boy, y'all selling these crystals out. And then y'all be wondering, Sticks, why you ain't got no crystals? Because they sell out. They sell out. Listen, the crystals work for everybody, but what I'm saying is that if you are a Leo, I know for sure this crystal will definitely help you a lot, because a lot of y'all Leos, right? A lot of y'all Leos are not as grounded as you should be. So sometimes y'all need crystals that ground y'all, right? So then we got the chocolate palms. We got the chocolate palms that I was talking about. Right? So the chocolate calcite is called chocolate calcite. Chocolate calcite is a fantastic stone for increasing your awareness of prosperity and opportunities for personal growth within your life. Working with this stone encourages pursuit of your heart's wishes and desires and wanting to discover greater happiness in life. This stone is highly active and elevates a sense of personal responsibility and hope for your life. This stone can help you recover memories and deepen your connection and memories that bring peace in your happy place. Okay. So now we're gonna talk about the sugar quartz. Now this one, okay, so let me tell y'all which crystals sold out really fast last time, so y'all know which ones, okay? I'm sorry, ask the question again. So these two crystals were the ones that sold out very fast. The Caribbean calcite and the sugar quartz, right? So the Caribbean calcite, no, I'm on the sugar quartz. That's what I'm on. Oh, I didn't put it on there. Okay. Crystals, sugar quartz. I'm about to read to y'all with sugar quartz. Are lava rocks also for protection? I'm not aware of lava rocks, actually. So this is a sugar quartz druzy tower, right? So sugar quartz are crystals that are known to attract all good things at home when you bring them with you. Damn. Also, they are so essential for couples, families, friends, and colleagues. They're capable of bringing positive energies that may influence how you deal with other people. So if you are at a job, what's the name of the round one? Chocolate calcite. Click the link in my bio and click Crystal Shop to check out the Crystal Shop, right? So I'm a Leo North Node. Sorry, I'm telling you, orange calcite for you, boy. So if you are a person that works at a job or a place where you're like constantly talking to people, I would definitely recommend the sugar quartz. It says, so basically it increases knowledge, enhances the intellect, most especially when you combine them with other gemstones. They help with the intuitive awareness. These capabilities may be enhanced greatly when you use them properly, right? So the way that you use these crystals is you meditate with them. So you have to realize that everything has an energy, right? So for all my people that's like, crystals, realize that everything has an energy, right? So if everything has an energy, some things have good energy, some things have bad energy, right? Crystals carry a frequencies that can attract at certain chakras. Obviously, certain chakras do certain things to the human body. So for example, the third eye chakra will help you with awakening, will help you with enlightenment. It will help you with knowing what you need to do, right? So the crystals that attack those chakras are the crystals that you need to get for certain things that you want to change for you, right? So I'm going to answer the questions about the zodiac sign soon. Hold on. So also it helps with boosting knowledge and wisdom. Okay, and it says the sugar crystal may also make you understand that you may be able to gain more material riches as well as expand your friends base both offline and online. Okay, cool, right? So I'm letting y'all know now, I don't know if these same crystals will be on this website by the time you get there, because for some reason they just sell out very fast. You know what I'm saying? They just sell out very fast. So let's talk about crystals for psychics, right? Crystal for psychics. So first of all, the first crystal that I want to talk about for psychics is chevron amethyst, right? The reason why chevron amethyst is a good crystal for psychics is because chevron amethyst has amethyst and quartz in it. These are both crystals for the third eye and the crown chakra, right? So chevron amethyst, right? Second crystal that I want to talk about. Labradorite. Also the Caribbean calcite that I was talking about. The Caribbean calcite tower that I was talking about. Let me show y'all a picture. because I feel like I can't really show y'all what it really looks like. Okay, so these are the chocolate palms. These are the chocolate palms. These are the chocolate palms, right? These are good for riches. These are good for riches, right? This is the sugar quartz, right? The sugar quartz. That's the bigger ones, the sugar quartz, right? This is the orange calcite. And this is the Caribbean calcite that I was talking about that's really good for psychic abilities, right? So, you know, it is what it is. That was just for my people who are getting into more getting more into crystals. For my people who are looking for crystals, ethically sourced crystals, go ahead and click the link in the bio and click Crystal Shop, right? I'm just putting them up. Crystal Shop. So, yeah, man. But, you know, I realized that with TikTok, like, I can't give out too many gems because they really be trying to, like, shadow people or really try to, like, stop people from spreading info. You know, so I either will spread that info either like YouTube, or I'll spread that info on like on Patreon, right? Just click the link in the bio, Crystal Shop. You're able to get the crystals there, right? Make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube too. YouTube is where I have a lot of my a lot of good content too, a lot of longer forms of content. Does anybody know about crystals for Aries? Crystals for Aries. Crystals for Aries, right? What's your thoughts on reality shifting? I feel like we just shifted reality just recently, right? I'm about to tell you the crystals for Aries, right? Crystals for Aries: green aventurine, pyrite, amethyst. Yeah. Tiger's eye. Amethyst, tiger's eye. Green aventurine. I got those on the link in my bio on my website. I got those on my website. Make sure y'all go ahead, go get y'all on the inside journal. This thing, hey man, this thing is cool, bro. This thing is cool. This thing is cool, bro. Like, this is cool. This is cool. How about Virgo? I got you. I got you. Crystals. Also, if you know, if you go on my website also tells you which crystal is for them, right? Crystals for Virgos. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, Virgo. Relax. Y'all selling me out, boy. Y'all selling me out, boy. Listen, again, I apologize for sure. Like, if you go on the website and it's actually sold out, like it's really sold out, like, I really apologize because I really be trying to, like for emails, I try to tell people about, like, emails, like, I just try my best. I'm one person. I just try my best, okay? Crystals for Virgos, right? Put y'all zodiac signs in the, so I can tell y'all, right? Moss agate. I got moss agate on my website. I think I got 2 more moss agates on my website. This is what the moss agate looks like. And when I tell y'all, moss agate is the crystal for money. Moss agate is the crystal for money, right? When will you be back in stock? As of right now, like, I'm looking at it, I think I have a few more crystals on there. Check them out. But I usually stock up new crystals at least like once a week, right? So moss agate is the crystal for Virgos. Link in the bio. Go ahead and get that, right? I have a big moss agate for myself. The reason why I got moss agate was because moss agate is really good for wealth. Like, listen, I love me some crystals for wealth. So that's why I got a big old pyrite and I got a big old moss agate, right? So if you need a little money in your life, get you a green aventurine, pyrite, or a moss agate. You're gonna love me. Okay? So, crystals for Sagittarius. Okay, so lapis lazuli is good for Sagittarius. I have that on my website. Malachite is good. Let's see. Let me see. I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to read it. Okay. Amethyst. I have that. I have shamrock amethyst. Labradorite. I have labradorite already. Let me show you labradorite. Let me show you what my labradorite looks like. Let me show you what the labradorite looks like real quick. Nope. Let me show you what the labradorite looks like. Okay, so this is the green aventurine. That's for money. I think that was for Virgo. No, not Virgos. Aries, right? This is the labradorite. The labradorite is beautiful, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I got one for myself too. The labradorite is good. The labradorite is good. I sleep with the labradorite because the labradorite is actually good for dreams. So I sleep with the labradorite and I sleep with the chevron amethyst, right? I already told you about the moss agate. Right? So so lapis lazuli, amethyst, labradorite is good for the Sagittarius. I have those crystals in the link in my bio. Crystals for Capricorn. I don't want to talk about the vaccine. So crystals for Capricorn are, where is it at? Oh, that's what that crystal is called. Rondo. Moonstone, garnet, smoky quartz. Let me look. Rose quartz, carnelian, tiger's eye. Go ahead, click the link in my bio to get you the crystals. Also, make sure y'all check out my Patreon. Last time I was trying to spread some real info, right? Like info about government, all of that stuff, and they banned me off of TikTok. So if you want all my info, like info that's not supposed to be speaked about on social media, join the Patreon, link in the bio. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, right? Period. Because we starting a movement, yo. Crystals for Libra, right? Crystals for Libra. Come on, here we go. Crystals for Libra. So the crystals for Libra are aventurine, labradorite, selenite, aquamarine, amethyst, tiger's eye. But I definitely see aventurine and selenite is a big one. Aventurine, selenite, and amethyst is a big one. Aventurine, green aventurine, selenite, amethyst, right? That's for the Libras, right? Do you have a second account or backup? I should make one, huh? I do have one. I should promote it more, right? So Gemini, crystals for Gemini. That's why I tell y'all follow me on you. Follow me on you. Follow me on YouTube and Instagram. Crystals for Gemini, right? So the crystals for Gemini is, okay, hold on. Ha! The crystals for Gemini is orange calcite. The crystal for Gemini is orange calcite. That's crazy. Orange calcite, moss agate, tiger's eye, howlite, and blue lace agate. So if you a Gemini, go ahead and get you some orange calcite if I still have any. And the reason why I say still have any is because people placed orders while I was on live. So I don't know if they already got it. But check it out for my Geminis, right? Also, moss agate and tiger's eye is good for y'all, right? It's good for y'all. Let me see what signs for chocolate calcite. That crystal do look like chocolate for real though. That's kind of funny. Cancer. Okay, I got y'all cancers. Okay, so okay. Oh, it says calcite. In particular, calcite is suitable for the zodiac sign of Cancer. It's also the stone of Venus. Oh, so I guess that the crystals actually work. Yes, I'm gonna prove it to you right now. And think about it. If crystals didn't actually work, then why would they actually be in jewelry? Like if you think about it, K Jewelers, you think about Pandora, all these people are using these gemstones, right? Quartz and electricity, right? So quartz can produce an electrical reaction. Minerals with this ability are called piezoelectric. The electrical reactions can be created by applying a charge, physical stress, or heat. Quartz is also distinguished as a gem that is capable of turboluminescence, or the ability to create light under pressure. That's science. That's physics. That's physics, baby. Like, that's proof. That's proof, right? Crystals for Scorpio. So for my cancers, the crystal for you would be the calcite, the orange calcite. What's up? You missed me. I missed your phone. What's up? That's my Libra in me. It's been a minute, so I'm really excited to be on live, y'all. For real, for real. For real, for real. Make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube. Like, don't be stingy, bruh. Show your girl some support. I literally spend all day, like, let me tell y'all, like, people may think that I just get on TikTok and, like, make some videos and get off and do what I do. But, like, let me tell y'all, for real, like, while I was on this break off of being banned, I had books all over my room. Like, last night, I slept with books on my bed. Like, 4 books on my bed, right? I'm so glad you love the crystals. That's why I be trying to tell people that the crystals are great, right? So I be reading and watching videos all day trying to learn so I can continuously teach other people, because my curriculum, my knowledge doesn't stop. I gotta keep learning, right? So, like, what books do you recommend? Okay, cool. I recommend reading Neville Goddard. I recommend, like, look, bro, like, I'm about to show y'all. Because y'all probably be thinking I be playing, but, like, look how many books this is where I be sitting right here and reading. Look how many books I got. 1, 2, 3. There's another one under there. 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus a whole case right there. Like, y'all don't understand. I really be about this stuff. Crystals for Scorpio. She's like, I told you, Scorpio. Excuse me. I told you, Scorpio. What you doing? Right? So, crystals for Scorpio is amethyst, aquamarine. Let me see what else. So, is that malachite? Malachite, obsidian, turquoise, lapis, citrine, amethyst. I don't know the zodiacs by the sign like that. You gotta say it. I apologize. I only know what my sign looks like that. Scorpio, labradorite, what else? Unakite, moonstone, obsidian. The only crystals that I got for Scorpio is labradorite. I got moonstone and lapis. Those are like 3 crystals that I got for Scorpio on my website. Crystals for Libra, I already said that. Let me do Taurus first. Taurus first. Crystals for Taurus. I got y'all, Taurus. Crystals for Taurus. Selenite, green aventurine, rose quartz, kyanite, chrysocolla. So I have chrysocolla, I have green aventurine, I got selenite. That's what I have. But what they have listed here is also, I know tiger's eye is really good for Taurus. Y'all Taurus are so focused on money, like, for real. Like, okay, so look, this is what I would say for Taurus, right? So Taurus, because y'all are so about money, like, I would give y'all tiger's eye, because tiger's eye will continue to keep you focused, right? I would give y'all green aventurine for sure. I would give y'all pyrite. I would give y'all moss agate. I would give y'all honey calcite. The reason why I say that is because y'all Taurus are very, like, driven. Y'all Taurus are very, like, you know, money driven, and y'all be about y'all stuff. So I would give y'all those crystals, right? Sagittarius, please. I already did the crystals for Sagittarius. I'll do it again. So yeah, for my Taurus, y'all get y'all green aventurine, moss agate, labradorite, or green aventurine. Taurus is the stubborn ones. I be beefing with y'all, Taurus. For Sagittarius, amethyst, labradorite, and quartz. But one thing I would tell y'all is crystals like these, like quartz crystals work for anybody. Quartz crystals work for, why the freak This is so bright, like no reason to be that bright. Quartz, this is ridiculous. Hold on. Quartz crystals, oh snap. Quartz crystals are great crystals for any sign because they are like if you don't have quartz, you're not doing it right. Like before you get any crystal, you need to have amethyst, quartz, like you need to have the crystals, the main chakra crystals. What are your what's your hand tap? This is sacred geometry. So this is the Metatron's cube. Like Full Metal Alchemist. You know what I mean? It looks good on this end, this brightness. Like you could really see inside of it, like it really be like sparkling, y'all. Like it be sparkling. Yeah, man. Clear quartz is the way. Clear quartz is the way. Does the evil eye only works if someone gets it for you? No, I got my own. I have my own. But do you want any more piercings? Not that I know of. I may get like. Nah. What did you say about the tattoo? It's Metatron's cube. It's Metatron's cube. What do you have in stock for Taurus? So for Taurus, I have green aventurine. I have moss agate. Okay, so like, I would really recommend moss agate for my Taurus because y'all Taurus are really money driven. Boost that. It boosts that, right? Or pyrite or green aventurine. That's a good one. Green aventurine, pyrite, moss agate, labradorite, or there was one more. Tiger's eye. The reason why I say tiger's eye is because tiger's eye really keeps y'all focused. Right? And for my people who don't be believing that, like, I really be out here, like, selling out, I be trying to tell y'all what crystal should I get as an Aquarius. Amethyst. If you do not have amethyst, we're gonna fight. Right? No, so this is what I want to show y'all, right? What's recommended for male Aries. It's no difference if you're a male or you're a female, you know what I'm saying? But let me show y'all because sometimes y'all don't be like, I be trying to tell y'all, man, y'all get y'all crystals fast because it sells out, right? Look, listen.
But if it's possible, can you please let me know when your necklaces come in? What I would like to do is send you Cash App some money.
She's trying to pre-order the crystals before they even get here because she knows that they sell out.
When, a couple of them come in, for you to send them to me, because as soon as it gets to your store online, that stuff disappears. So I really prefer only...
I'm telling y'all... And I love it like that, but I hate it like that because some of y'all be wanting crystals and I be like, dang, bro, I ain't got it. And I don't like not having stuff for y'all. You feel me? But it just be like that sometimes, But that's why I just try to come on live and tell y'all before everything. If you lost your amethyst, get you a chevron amethyst, girl. Upgrade your amethyst. Right? Upgrade your amethyst. Let me show y'all something. Upgrade your amethyst, baby. Let me show you something, right? So... this amethyst right here, only got one left. I'm not sure. It's not sold out. I only got one left, bruh. This amethyst right here is my favorite crystal to ever use. Like, ever in my life. This crystal and pyrite are the two crystals that I always use. Now, the reason why I use this was because this was the only crystal that I ever used. Why is it acting like that? The first crystal that you need, like, as a must is the amethyst. But the reason why I love this amethyst is because this amethyst is, like, supercharged because it has quartz. Now, quartz is like, listen, quartz is like the so-all be-all crystal. If you ain't got no crystal and you got quartz, like, you good. Because quartz does everything. So, for quartz and amethyst to be together, plus they are third eye and they are, what's the crown chakra crystals? They boost that. This was the first crystal ever to give me visuals. Like, for sure. The first crystal ever to give me visuals. I was meditating with this crystal and I swear I saw my own aura. Right? This crystal is for protection. For my empaths, get this crystal to protect yourself. This also have quartz in it. Right? Labradorite, I already told you about it. chocolate calcite, all that stuff. I already told you about it, right? Also got tea. This thing tripping. Also got organic tea. I got organic vegan products, such as I have vegan deodorant. I have vegan candles, vegan lip balm. I'm telling y'all, this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. This is my manifestation book that I was telling y'all about. This is my manifestation book that I was telling y'all about. That's what I'm telling y'all, bro. But like, for real though, listen, bro. When I tell y'all, like, ever since that Lionsgate, when I tell y'all, like, the information I'm about to start sharing with y'all about to be even more heightened because I'm even more connected, like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, y'all. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna need y'all to join my Patreon. If you are committed to being on your spiritual journey, right? Join the Patreon because I'm literally hosting classes. Like, I do classes on Patreon. Like, let me show y'all. I do like full-on classes on Patreon. Let me show y'all. And I create notes, PDF notes, and I send them to my people, send them to the people on Patreon so they're able to learn from the notes. Like, listen, bro. Right? So let me show y'all. Why is it? Let me show y'all, right? So what I was breaking down in one of my videos was the emerald tablets. Now, people don't understand. Like, look, this is the type of stuff that I be posting, right? I'm talking about how Leonardo da Vinci was literally drawing sacred geometry. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't even tell you about the Aries. My bad. I got you. Crystals for Aries. My bad. See, look, your Aries energy coming out on me. All right. Orange calcite, tiger's eye, amethyst, carnelian, green aventurine. Yeah. Green aventurine, tiger's eye, amethyst. For Cancer, it's orange calcite. Cancers, orange calcite and amethyst, right? But I was telling y'all that, like, the stuff that I'm breaking down, like, on my Patreon is like, listen, y'all gotta understand sacred geometry is way more important than y'all think. Way more important than y'all think, right? The reason why I say this is because y'all have to understand that these are, y'all selling me out. These are, because I'm getting notifications all here. Ding, 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 ding. So if the crystal's not there again, I apologize, right? So y'all got to understand that sacred geometry is what is used to create. And the reason why is because when you start to see that our cells are the shape of this Metatron's cube, our cells are the shapes of a lot of these sacred geometry figures, you start to see, oh my gosh, there is a secret code to this life, right? Even then, like, I break down, let's see. The next thing that I'm going to be breaking down on my Patreon is, like, manifesting, like, for real manifesting. There's a book that I have, and I'm going to break that down to, like, the core of, like, teaching people how I manifest, because, like, y'all, like, look at my space. Like, I manifested this. I'm 21 years old. All of this stuff I've manifested. The followers that I have, I've manifested this, right? I have a post that I posted, right? And the post was in 2019 in November, I posted, I'm going to blow up and one of my songs going to blow up. Tell me why in 2020 of November, I blew up on TikTok and one of my songs on the inside blew up. Like, I'm not even going to sit here and be like, oh, I know how to manifest. Period. I know how to manifest. And the reason why I know how to manifest is because I know alchemy. I'm an alchemist. Period. I'm an alchemist. I've done birth charts. I've done human design charts. My human design chart and my birth chart also says that I'm known to be a genius. I'm known to be an alchemist, to create and to transform. And this is why I'm a great artist. Because artists are natural alchemists. Right? And that's not to say that you are not the same way. Right? But I have this figure on my hand because I'm able to manipulate energy. I've had so many lucid dreams of me flying because there's a portal in my hand, right? And I didn't understand what that dream was until I started to continue going through my spiritual journey and having that chevron amethyst on my head. And I saw my, after I had that, okay, so look, I gotta slow down, my Aries. So, I had a dream a while ago that I flew because I had portals in my hands and I went like this. I put my hands down and like something came out and I flew, right? So that was months ago. Tell me why a couple weeks ago I put a chevron amethyst on my head and I started meditating. Tell me why I saw my own aura, my own electromagnetic field, and it was green. So I look up the aura color. Mind you, I saw this meditating. So I look up my aura color and it says people with green aura colors can heal through their hands. Right? Mind you, at the time I was watching Full Metal Alchemist, and what do people do in Full Metal Alchemist? In their hands. You're not gonna tell me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what cosmology that is. I'm not sure what cosmology that is. Right? But like, listen, man. Listen, bruh. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Because I'm sitting here, I'm not gonna sit here and when I say humble, what I mean by humble is I'm not gonna sit here and like try to downplay what I do. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And if you are a spiritual person and you resonate with me, then you know what I'm talking about. I be speaking stuff that people don't even know. Like, they be like, what you talking about? And then boom, it comes true. Boom, it comes true. I'm not here to simply just live a life. I was put on this earth to help people. That's literally my purpose. That's the only reason why I am famous on TikTok. That's the reason why. Not because, oh my God, Sticks, you're pretty. No, because God was like, I need somebody who's going to continuously listen to me and spread what I have to say to people. It's not that, oh my gosh, Sticks knows so much. It's, oh my gosh, I listen. That's it. I just listen to what the universe has to tell me. The universe has literally taught me that I go through my own experience, right? And when I go through my own experience, I have to teach that to others. And for whoever that is for, then it's for. I'm not here to force nothing on you but truth. I walk in my truth. I walk in my integrity. And that's the only way you gonna ever reach a high level of consciousness, is by walking into your truth and walking to your integrity. That's gonna be one of your tests. One of your tests, because I know most of the major tests that's gonna come in your life, right? There's gonna be a test of what is your weakness? What is your weakness? What is your shadow's weakness? Right? I have a lot of Scorpio energy in me. So my shadow's weakness was lust. So how did the universe teach me through that? By making me go through situations where I fed my shadow and it led me to destruction. So then the universe was like, you know what? You learned from this? Okay, come on. But wait, I'm going to test you again, right? So let's say you made a mistake, right? And let's say you cheated on somebody, right? So the universe is like, okay, aha, you found your weak point. You found your weak point, right? So now you get over the cheating, you heal yourself, you figure out, oh, it was a rooted problem. My family did this. That's why I do that. That's why I don't love myself. Cool. God, the next year is going to give you the same test. The same test. And I'm telling you this because it's truth. God is going to give you the same test. Are you going to pass it? It's karmic cycles. Until you pass that karmic cycle, you will continuously go through it and go through it and go through it and go through it. Right? And then there's going to come a test, right? So you're going to learn all about the evil energy, right? You're going to learn all about the negativity, right? So then the universe is going to give you a crossroad. Are you going to sell yourself out, right? Because of money, because of this, because of that, because of whatever? Or are you going to follow the universe even though you don't know if you're going to be successful following? Like, when I say you don't know, meaning like you don't know exactly how you're going to get there, right? Listen, my most recent test was dealing with are you going to choose negativity or are you going to choose the light, right? And the reason why I say this is because I'm a music artist, right? You have the industry and you have independency. The universe was like, I'm going to let you choose, right? You can choose to go with the industry, right? The negativity, and get all you desire, right? But of course, at a cost. Or you can take the hard route and follow the light, then you can get there more fulfilling and be happy. And it's a crossroad. You're gonna have to choose. You're going to have to choose. Are you going to follow the light or are you going to still indulge in negativity? Because some of y'all like to live in between. Some of y'all like to go out to all the clubs every weekend and drink all the liquor. Some of y'all like to go to clubs, drink all the liquor. And then some of y'all like to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you try to do stage on Monday. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I did meditation. That's how I found out my aura color. But listen, y'all, I'm coming out with a new song soon. Right? I'm going to play it for y'all. I'm coming with a new song soon. I'm going to play a little bit for y'all. And I hope y'all ready for it. I produced this. I wrote this. I mixed this. New song coming soon. This song is about spirituality. It's a message. It's a message. Listen to it.
Can you remind yourself your words? Can you remind yourself your life? If they want your mind, don't play with dark light. Can you remind yourself your life? Can you remind yourself your life? If they want your mind, don't play with dark light.
That's all I can show y'all. Listen, new song coming back. I'm reading your comment. New song coming soon, y'all. Make sure y'all check out my crystal shop. I'm about to head off. Make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Later. Check out the crystal shop, y'all. Check out the crystal shop. Beautiful crystals on there. Later.